Hi everyone, Namaskar and welcome to Curries with Boombi. Have you been trying to make pulao but the rice turns mushy and sticking to each other, or they don't turn out like the ones served at restaurants? Today I will be showing you how to make that perfect fluffy pulao with all the grains of rice staying separate. So if you follow this recipe from start to finish, then next time you make it you will be so proud of yourself. This is a very basic peas pulao recipe, so let's start cooking. I have taken 2 cups of basmati rice. I have given all the ingredient proportions in the description box below. Wash the rice very well. When you first add water to the rice, the water will turn totally cloudy. So you have to rinse a number of times to wash away that starch as much as possible, because the rice gets sticky for that starch. After washing 5 or 6 times, now you can see the water is looking much clearer than before. Keep the rice soaked in water for half an hour. Soaking the rice shortens the cooking process and results in a more flavorful and fluffier rice. Half an hour done, now I drained out all the water through a strainer. Spread out the rice grains so that all the excess water drips out and let the grains air dry. This takes about 20 to 30 minutes. In the meantime, here I started boiling some water. To it, I added half a cup of frozen peas. You can even use fresh peas. To it, I added half a teaspoon of salt. Adding salt while blanching brightens up that green color of vegetables. After that, I just allowed it to come up to a boil. As soon as the water started bubbling, drain the peas. If you are using fresh peas, then boil till they are almost tender. After draining them, add some fresh tap water to bring down the temperature, and in this way the color of the peas are also retained. In a wide pan, add 2 tablespoons of oil on medium heat. Here I have taken 1 dry bay leaf which I have broken into half, 1 cinnamon stick, 4 green cardamoms with their tips cracked open, and 3 cloves. Add them to the hot oil, stir for a few seconds till they turn fragrant. Then I added 2 slit green chilies. Remember to slit them with a knife before adding to the hot oil, or else they may burst when they come in contact with the hot oil. Next comes the rice. The rice has now become fairly dry. Add it to the pan and stir on low heat for about a minute till you can hear little crackling sounds made by the rice. But do not stir for a long time, as that will harden the grains. This little bit of toasting of the rice will help in keeping the rice grains separate once they are cooked. In the meantime, I have been heating 3.5 cups of water. Add that water to the rice. Then add half a cup of warm milk to it. Since I had taken 2 cups of rice, I took 3.5 cups of water using that same cup with which I had measured my rice, and half a cup of milk. So you have to take double the quantity of water to the amount of rice taken. The milk brings a nice rich texture to the rice. That's why I always add a little bit of milk to my pulao. Next, I added 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Taste the water at this point. The water should taste salty. If you cannot taste that salt, then add a little more, or else the rice will taste very bland. Let the rice come up to a boil on medium to high heat. Stir it from time to time. Soon you will see the rice is soaking up that water and the grains are swelling up. Then I added little sugar. Sugar brings a shine to the rice and of course enhances the flavor, but you can leave it out if you have any concerns. After that, I added Garam masala powder, a pinch of ground mace or Javetri, and a pinch of ground nutmeg or Jayfal. You can see the rice has absorbed most of that water. At this point, lower the heat to the minimum possible mark and cover it for 5 minutes. And in these 5 minutes, please do not let anybody lift up that lid. After 5 minutes, uncover. Now add the green peas. You can still see a little moisture at the bottom of the pan. All that moisture needs to get dry as well. So again cover it for 4 minutes. After 4 minutes, my rice is looking perfect, and see that green color of the peas. This is why I always blanch them and add them at the end. I don't like a peas pulao with peas looking dull and sad. Take out those bay leaves and cinnamon sticks. Squeeze a few drops of lemon juice. Then I added a tablespoon of my homemade ghee. After that, lid on. Switch off your stove and take it off your stove. Let it sit covered like this for 10 minutes. This will allow the rice to become more fluffy. The more standing time you give to the rice, the grains will separate out more. Peas pulao is now ready to be served. See how each grain of rice is separate? Serve this with chicken korma or paneer korma. Check out for those recipes as well on my channel. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and if you are new to my channel then please consider subscribing. Write to me in the comments that what kind of recipes would you like from me. Eat healthy and stay healthy. Bye bye.